What's up, guys? I'm back from the holidays. Hope y'all had a good one. I did. You know, I can breathe. My bank account can breathe. It's all good. We made it. We can get ready for next year. Today, I wanted to look at some freak out clips with you. Yeah, some tattoo freak out stuff. TikTok, of course, because how else do you get your content these days? I've definitely had some bad clients in my day, but also I've just had some poor experiences that people were not prepared for. And that's fair because tattooing is a very big mental thing to go through. You know, you have to be mentally prepared to sit for a tattoo, especially if you're going bigger than you ever have before. Not my worst client, but I had an experience where this tiny lady that I've known for years came in. She wanted this very delicate, like, flowers and beads, symmetrical from her shoulder blades, like mostly down her back, seeing as a sheet of paper was half of her back and she had two of those. This tattoo was actually very quick and simple, but it covered a lot of space. So, you know, her being like 90 pounds and mainly just bones, it did not go well for her. And when you do a symmetrical piece, you have to finish the lining. So it came to a point where she was not as mentally prepared as she could have been, or she did not like expect it to be as bad as it was, because back tattoos do hurt in general. She was just having a hell of a time. And as a tattoo artist, you have to figure when people are allowed to take breaks, when they need to push through it and get things done. But she was tapping out at this point, and I still had like at least half an hour to go on this session. And I made her push through it. I said, if you tap out on this and you miss your lining session, this will never be symmetrical. This is the time to get it done, push through it, so you can have the design that you're meant to have, because otherwise the placement on this is not going to be the same. So probably one of the worst experiences I've had, because I was the one who was making the call to make her endure it. And a lot of times if people get to that level, you can definitely stop if you need to, if you don't, you know, want to put people through that. But when it goes to a straight lining session, it's, you know, it's like, this is going to affect you forever. Is this really what you want to do? And she decided to finish it, and she was a beast. She cried. It was really hard on her, but in the end, it turned out better for her long-term wise. So situations like that do come up, but once you get a client who gets themselves in a hole and their mental preparedness is just going out the window, you know, what do? What do these guys do? Maybe we'll see some reviews from people on how they deal with it. Maybe you guys have your own experiences tattooing people and they tap out. I've definitely had people who are just, no, I'm done, that's it. And they just ended up with a shitty unfinished tattoo, and it scared them away and they never came back because they had such a mentally just awful experience from it. Let's go ahead. Let's see what we can find. Let's see how it goes.
How the worst tattoo clients act.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Try not to move, but you're moving anyways. Getting that whole audio thing going, so you know they're not having a good time. Yeah. It's nothing like somebody telling you it hurts the entire time and you're like, I am aware, can you please stop just jumping all over the place? Nothing like having to go through pain that you don't want to be in while also fucking up your tattoo. Somebody acts like that, I've legitimately told them I won't tattoo them.
Lord, God, we just pray over this tattoo. Lord, I just pray that it doesn't pain me, that the numbing is working. Lord, you know how.
Numbing doesn't work that way though. You don't have any open skin.
The way that needs to be guided.
And numbing her for an hour, I don't really know why you would start that soon.
Are you ready?
I would do it like 5-10 minutes before you start, so it's peak effective. It might have worn off by now. Also, that's a really low area, and lettering, though it is small, it is still very detail intensive. So, well, I feel for this dude. Not safe for work, no. But yeah, you busted out a letter at a time. You can't give her a break. That's that, disclaimer scenario. Like, hey, we're not taking a break for this tattoo. Your endorphins will peak and drop, and you will not feel good through this whole thing. I've heard that, yeah. Yeah. Pressing on your arm. That is something that bothers me, is when people are heavy-handed, but that stretch can be kicking feet everywhere. Best time to kick your feet is when somebody's pulling clean lines. Yep.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Oh, Father.
It looks good. Look at that. See, I don't know how he managed to pull those lines, man, because she was kicking and screaming and getting all up in his head about it. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta tune people out, but, I'm sure she's happy with it. Intoxicated client, non-stop complaining, extremely sexist, threat and assault. I've heard of all those things happening. I've dealt with intoxicated complaining. Yeah, but that's so shitty. Putting dicks in tattoos. I actually knew a guy who would hide dicks in all of his tattoos. Anytime he got a good sized piece, he would hide a dick in it. If he had flat black packing, he would line a dick in it and then put the packing on top of it, and you could see the dick raised out of it. That dude, no, that's not shitty clients. That's a shitty artist.
But since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for the Godfather.
No.
What?
Did not care for the Godfather.
How can you even say that?
Yeah,
Like
no.
it.
Peter, it's so good. It's like the perfect movie.
This is what everyone always says. Whenever they say, "Oh my,"
Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. You
listen.
never see Robert Duvall.
no, fine actor. Did not like
Yep.
the movie. Why not? Couldn't get into it.
Yep.
Explain yourself. What didn't you like about
It
it?
insists upon itself.
Yep.
What?
It insists upon itself.
What does that even mean?
I love it
That's
so
a
much.
valid point to make. It's insistent.
It takes forever getting in, and you spend like 6.5 hours, and then I can't even get through. I can't even finish the movie. I've never even seen the
You've
ending.
never seen
Yep.
the ending.
How can you say you don't like it if you haven't even given it a chance?
I agree with Stewie. It's not really fair.
I have tried on 3 separate occasions to get through it. But
That's
since we're all
so
gonna die,
true.
There's one more secret I feel I
That's
have.
so true. It's like when you start tattooing and you start getting blasted and you're like, wait, this isn't fun anymore. It's like you get over that fixation and obsession of getting fully tattooed as a tattoo artist, because all the tattoo artists have a shit ton of tattoos. We don't enjoy it. We don't enjoy it as much as the next person. I don't know anybody who likes getting tattooed. I know people who can sit there and take it, but that don't mean we like it. No.
The worst client story, part 2. So I get this email from Mom. You ruined our tattoos. You ruined my daughter's first tattoo experience. We're gonna get these lasered off. How
That happens
dare you? And I am
a lot with moms.
crushed. For those of you that don't know me, I'm basically made out of cotton candy, and so this melted me. I was so sad because I don't want anyone to ever hate the work that I do. What happened was, I'm sure they showed a friend their tattoo and the Pinterest reference, and somebody was like, that doesn't look exactly like the Pinterest tattoo, and now they're mad But that's the thing, is tattoos are supposed to be personal. You don't want the exact tattoo
That's true.
of somebody else. But that's where I learned. I need to be very clear with people that you are not going to get the exact thing on Pinterest. I did, however, email this person back and say, please call me, I'll fix it, and she never did. So, learning experience, I guess.
It's true.
We're
Yeah. I've had people who are like, I want this exact tattoo, and I'm like, I didn't design that. I didn't make that. You want me to completely replicate something that's unoriginal and that 50 other people think, oh, this is the best Pinterest post, I need to get this too. And it's, you know, that's so annoying. But yeah, especially moms that go in with their kids when they get tattoos, even if the mom doesn't get tattoos. I've seen a mom berate somebody who is an amazing artist, completely top notch for our whole metropolitan area, one of the best artists around. I watched her berate her and comment on every single thing she did and literally just hover over her the entire time. And it was just like, your daughter made this decision. Why are you even here? And it's that motherly protective instinct where they're like, I'm going to go Google the shit out of this so I think I know what I'm talking about. And it's like, if your mom is like a wasp mom or like super over controlling and doesn't want you to make your own decisions, don't bring her to a tattoo session because she is going to hate every single thing that you decided you wanted. Just saying.
Decline. So a good few years ago, it was popular to get like Mrs. C or Mrs. D tattooed on you as your like other half tattoo. Don't get me started, but I did quite a lot of them. Now we're talking 4 letters, this size.
Right.
Took me no time at all. I'm quite quick. I do a lot of script. I used to do a lot of script. So I was quite good.
I didn't
could
even do
get
script
through it
when I was
quite
quick and
quickly and do a
stuff
nice
like
job.
that.
So this woman comes in to get Mrs. whatever. I still see this woman in my nightmares sometimes, and she was getting it on the back of her neck. So we lined it up, got it started. Now usually these tattoos take me about 10 minutes, actual tattoos.
Yes, like 4 letters.
45 minutes later, we've only had the
Yes,
S and the R done.
I've had that.
The S and the R. Every time I went to put nails to her skin, she went, this. And no, she didn't have any tics. She was just being a dickhead. Desperate, she brought her daughter along with her. Her daughter was actually shouting at her, being like, Mum, get a
It would have
grip."
been done half an hour ago.
It took me over an hour to do this tattoo, and I told her to never come back.
No. If you're gonna
So
act
do
like
this
that,
with
don't
tattoo
just learn your lesson. Don't get tattoos. You like the way they look, cool. You can't handle pain. There's no way to get around that. Just don't get them. That's all you can do. And yeah, you can definitely tell somebody, I don't want you back. This was an experience that I don't get paid enough for. If you do like a flat rate on somebody, if you don't charge by the hour and you're like, 4 letters, let me charge the minimum, and then you end up working 4 times as long as you were supposed to, don't have them back. You should get paid way more than that. You know, if you're signing up for a 15-minute work session and it turns into an hour, you should have gotten paid for that extra time. You do not have to take that client back. That's a bunch of bullshit. Or you charge them out the ass because you realize it's going to take a lot longer to get through it. You'd be like, okay, next time your rates are going up because my time constraint does not apply to you. And I have to overcharge you so I can make sure I get compensated. And then maybe they shut the fuck up about it.
Oh, Steven, there's one more thing I have to mention.
What is it?
You're ugly. You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $100.
Oh, Steven, there's one more thing I have to mention.
You can't. I've never done that, but
You're ugly.
I don't think I've ever just like berated a client because I chose to spend time with that person. Why are my dogs barking? My dogs are being spicy right now. I've never treated a tattoo client poorly per se, but I have had them like bring buddies to the shop or whatever, and then their friends being rowdy. I say, hey, you're not getting your tattoo if they can't act right, and then they're the ones in charge of getting their friends straight. That's about it. I've never just been like, dude, I'm booting you out of here. Never come back to that extent. Yeah. Okay. Anytime you got a client who wants to bring up politics, COVID, hating Nickelback, oh my God. I like those deep conversations. I like the heavy topics, but not if they're like the full conspiracy theorist type, like everything I have to say will probably be wrong or I don't know enough about it, then they are just like borderline hateful, and I don't appreciate those. Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Did I?
You said that there, and that's...
Do you know what? I didn't even
When it's
remember
finally your
saying
turn to get tattooed as an artist and your coworker reminds you of all the times you told clients it's not that bad and to push through. I don't ever tell anybody it's not that bad because I am not them. I do not have their pain tolerance. But I did use the term push through a lot. I used the term earning your tattoo a lot. And yeah, when it would be my turn to sit down, I'd just shut the fuck up and just sit there. Regardless of how awful it felt, I would just try to go to my happy place. But yeah.
Did I say that?
Yes,
Facts.
Did I?
You said that
Big
there,
facts.
and that's...
I didn't even remember saying
People
that.
who tattoo artists, they are not superhumans. It's not like they don't feel pain. It's none of that. Some people have terrible pain tolerances. Some people can't sit for anything. You just like to tattoo, man. I don't know.
How to piss off your tattoo artist. High school friends, you know, the former friends that you used to know, and they keep asking you to do it cheaper because of your history
That's small
together.
business.
How to piss off
Small
your
business
tattoo
mindset
artist.
where they're like, oh, well, I'm supporting your business, so you need marketing. I'll be your marketing if you give it to me on discount. It's like, no, you support me by funding it. That's how you support a small business. They want to eat, man. They want to make money. They're not going to make money if you go get a bunch of free work done and then just show a couple of coworkers. That's not bringing anything to the table, because by then they're just expecting discounted work too. That's not how that works at all. I can't. It's the audacity. I don't know.
How to piss off your tattoo artist. The typical client that says that the place down the road is going to do the
Straight
same
up,
design cheaper. And you're like, okay, then go there.
I've had that too. Like, oh, I got this done in California for $80, and it's like a freaking whole half sleeve thing going on, and I'm like, that's cool. Go back. Go spend a couple grand to get back to California and go get some more tattoos. That's not my fault. You're in a different market here. And like New Jersey and California is where I always hear there's the cheapest tattoos, and I'm like, how the fuck would I confirm that? I'm like, what? Ah, God. It's like people don't want quality, they want a deal. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Well, I think I'm good. I think I'm good on that today. That was extremely bothersome. Didn't actually see any clients freaking out on camera, which is kind of disappointing, but I guess as a tattoo artist, you wouldn't want to film somebody going through that because that makes you look like an asshole. But that was fair. But it was fun listening to worst client stories. I've definitely had a few, and it was very nostalgic going through other people's experiences. If you've had any awful clients, or if you've ever been an awful client, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. I totally understand when you get into something and it's just not what you expected it to be. That happens a whole lot, and it's how you handle it that deems you as a bad client or not. But I had a lot of fun. That was good stuff. Yeah. I hope y'all had a good time too. Thanks for waiting for another video. Yeah. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
You just like to tattoo, man. I don't know.